Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I'm back with another video. The Stimmy has been okayed. The Stimmy, the $600 stimulus checks, looks like they'll be coming out very soon. A measly $600 could have possibly caused a government shutdown. Now, we gonna just get right to it. For the most part, the Democrats, they wanted a larger bill. I think they wanted 2.2 trillion, right? Democrats wanted a $2.2 trillion stimulus bill or relief, Rona relief bill, package, whatever you want to call it. Trump, let's get into Trump. Trump said he would do a bill bigger than that. That would include at least $1,200 to $2,000 stimulus payouts for the American people. Trump said he was willing to do that, right? Matter of fact, Republicans hated the idea of doing that. They wanted to keep the bill under $1 trillion. So Republicans actually took out the stimulus checks. And they was only going to do the PPP loans, the mixed couple loans. And when I mean mixed couple, I'm not talking about interracial dating. I'm really talking about I'm talking about immigrants, people that are married to illegal aliens, so forth and so on, whatever. People that basically don't have their green card. That's what the whole mixed couples part of the stimulus bill is for, because the first bill did not include people that were married to people that did not have their citizenship and non-citizens. It did not include them. The first stimulus package did not include them. So, with that being said, it's a bunch of other things that's added onto the bill. Let me go ahead and throw those out there real quick. The pandemic unemployment assistance, the pandemic emergency unemployment compensation program, the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP program that I was talking about, economic injury disaster loans, $20 billion to that. You name it, they got it in there pretty much. Those the programs that were listed inside of the stimulus. You can go ahead and look up those articles that I posted in my story. It's right in those articles. So now let's break it down a little bit further. So Trump was sitting there talking about he wanted $1,200 to go to the American people, at least $1,200 to $2,000. Republicans was like, nah, we don't want to do that. We want to keep this bill under $1 trillion. Democrats came to the table. We want 2.2 trillion. Trump was like, fuck it, I'll back one even bigger than that. Give the people their money. Republicans kept dousing the relief plan in water. They just like, we don't want to do that. We don't want, so they ended up taking out they took out the stimulus checks, to the point to where not only did Trump speak up about it, Bernie Sanders spoke up about it. Who was the other senator that spoke up about it? It was Bernie Sanders, and then it was Josh Hawley. He's a Republican for, I think, Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. So, in reality, it wasn't Trump that was the problem. Shit, Trump wanted to back a bigger stimulus than what the Democrats had. He was down for it. He was like, yo, no, we could do $2,000. Democrats more than likely would have been on board, but they did turn down 2 stimulus package bills. If I'm not mistaken, both of them were for $500 billion and probably a little bit more. So then Trump in private talks was sitting there telling them, like, yo, y'all gotta put the checks in there. The people gonna need the checks. Put the checks in the bill. Republicans kept telling them, like, no, we can't put $2,000 to each American citizen because it's gonna put us over the hump, and it might even capsize the negotiations. So lo and behold, now we have a $900 billion stimulus relief package that is waiting to be approved if it haven't been approved yet. If it haven't been approved today. I think they voted on it today. I don't remember seeing any articles about it. Normally I get those articles. But for the most part, there's a $900 billion stimulus relief package that is waiting to be approved. The American people will receive $600 in pennies. Now, let's just be honest. This package clearly mirrors and resembles the CARE Act that was passed in early March. So, the $600 payments will go to people that made $75,000 to less than that. Okay, so if you made up to $75,000 and lower, you will receive your little $600 per child. You will receive $500 per child. The thing is, though, if you're taking care of your mother, you're still claiming your child that's in college, blah, 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 they will not be accounted for. So if you count them people as dependents, you will not receive any additional money for those people. None, zilch, nada. They took that out. If you make 99,000, hold on. If you make 99,000, you will be completely phased out. If you make more than 99,000, you will be completely phased out. You will not receive no money. So now, let's get down to how I really feel, because I only got a couple of minutes left, so I'm gonna cut this short. Now, Congress sat on their ass for how many months? 8, 9 months? Congress got paid around roughly $8,000 a week to sit there in their nice little suits, tailored suits, they very expensive smell good on, sitting around each other with or without their mask, debating, negotiating, throwing back and forth if the American people was worthy of receiving a measly $600. While they forced you to keep those funky ass masks on. Just let that sit in. Just mold that over. How sick are you? How pissed off are you? It took them 9 months. Mind you, Nancy Pelosi was blocking a bunch of shit. Let's make that clear. Nancy Pelosi was blocking a bunch of shit. The Republicans didn't want to give us $1,200 to $2,000. Trump sitting there advocating for $2,000 stimulus checks. Trump, the motherfucker y'all love to hate. Now this is not, Trump is not that bad of a guy. No, the motherfucker y'all hate the most was sitting there advocating for $2,000, continuous payments of $2,000. But it kept getting blocked by Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats. It kept getting blocked by his supposed constituents within the Republican Party. Mind you, Trump is not really a Republican. Now just let that shit sink in. How does that shit make you feel? How does that shit make you feel? How does it make you feel? Doesn't that shit just make you angry? Doesn't that shit just make you look at this, this corporation that we are all in, that we all take a part of, that we all pay into? Doesn't it make you look at this corporation with the stink eye? The same corporation that's telling you need to wear your mask for your health. We're doing this for your health. We're doing this for your well-being. The same corporation that's telling small businesses that you need to shut down for X amount of time that could possibly put you in ruin, which they did add relief for the small businesses, which was a good thing. But you understand where I'm going with this? You understand where I'm going with this? These people don't care about your well-being, because if they cared about your well-being, we would have already received these stimulus checks. We would have already received. We wouldn't be getting $600. We would have been receiving at least $2,000. We should have been receiving at least $2,000. That's the problem. The American people are under the impression that this corporation actually cares about them, but it doesn't. Shitty. While these people sitting there making at least $8,000 a week, people are $5,000 or more in debt due to their mortgage, because they cannot pay their mortgage due to the fact that y'all continuously keep shutting down certain states. That's the problem. The American people put too much trust into this corporation, thinking that this corporation got our best interests at heart, which they don't. The corporation does what? Pander to the corporations, to big corp, to big pharma, to such and such. They only care about the Googles. They only care about the Amazons. They only care about the Apples. They don't care about the American people. That's why when people sat there and they was like, oh, Biden's gonna save us, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Biden don't give a shit about y'all. Biden don't give a shit about the people. Biden's gonna sit there and he gonna claim that tax, that those not tax cuts, but the tax bills or whatever that he was gonna implement on the people that made over $400,000. That shit's gonna be non-existent, because guess what? Guess who got Biden into the position that he's in? It's not y'all. It's the people that he was claiming he was gonna tax. The people that was donating to his campaign. Those his buddies. Those are the people that he rubbed elbows with. I'm telling y'all, the corporation don't give a shit about us. They really don't.